This weekend has an interesting matchup. New head coach in TC Taylor versus offensive wizard in GJ Kinney of Texas State. There will be speed all over the field. There will be physicality on the field. Jackson State fans will show up of epic proportions because there's a lot of them in Texas. Texas State fans are rejuvenized that they finally have a talented head coach who can win them games. I expect the tailgate to be lit. I expect energy throughout the game, and I'm going to give you the keys to the game. What's good, everyone? This is RawTruth Media, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Please like and share this video throughout all social media platforms. Now, I'm going to do a full breakdown for both teams. So I know some people want me to do one side of it, but I got to be objective. Y'all know how RawTruth Media is. I call it both ways. So starting with Jackson State, what they need to do, scratch that, not even what they need to do. What needs to be done is effective special teams. And I would be saying more than that, but we ain't got all day. The past couple of games, I got to be real with y'all, special teams have been hideous. And Jackson State is too talented, has too many athletes to have poor special teams. So I hope the special teams coordinator for Jackson State is all ears. This is not a team in Texas State that you want to have special team blunders, because just like what FAMU did, Texas State is faster than them. And if you kick to the wrong guy, and if you have poor coverage, they will take it to the house and score. I just have a belief that Jackson State is going to rectify that problem, and they need to do it immediately. Now, the good thing about this game is Jackson State's playing with house money. Matter of fact, if you look at ESPN Analytics, the matchup predictor, they have Texas State winning this game 97.7%. They only have Jackson State winning this game 2.3%. So you have nothing to lose. So I expect Coach Maurice Harris, TC Taylor, and company to devise a plan on offense to open the bag. And the good thing about head coach TC Taylor, he has earned everything he's gotten. And that's why he's the head coach. And one thing I'm never worried about Jackson State is preparation. Just like you saw Jackson State against Southern, how they bounced back and played effective football. I think Jackson State will come out with some energy. I think Jackson State will play with just a belief that they can win at all costs. Will they get that win? Who knows? Defensive backs. The cornerbacks of... I would say the cornerbacks. The cornerbacks of Jackson State, they're athletic, they're rangy, but there were some times of missed assignments. Communication has to be up par. Wiggins, Hughes, they're battle tested. And I know that they're playing with the new defense this year instead of the Dennis Thurman defense, but still, all they have to do is make sure that there's high IQ plays on that field. That's the good thing about high IQ plays. When you have high IQ plays, there's less big-time scores, there's less mishaps, and you can live with that, win or lose. As for Size Guthrie, I'm not even worried about him. I think he's a pro prospect. He is very talented. He could cover, he can hit. He is a leader of men. And one of the biggest lies is that the Jackson State DBs have regressed. They're not the same. That's not true. What is true is guys like Isaiah Bolden, Travis Hunter, and many others last year, they're gone. And they were extremely talented. They went from extremely talented to being very talented. So at the end of the day, these are the facts. Jackson State's secondary has not been giving up too many passing yards. Even the FAMU game, I know there were some mishaps on the communication between Musa and some of the receivers, but at the end of the day, they only gave up 150 yards passing. They didn't give up that many passing yards against Southern, even though they completed some lucky throws. And that's nothing against Southern, but y'all know what I mean. They didn't give up too many passing yards against South Carolina State. Now, this game against Texas State, it's a whole nother level because Texas State runs the air raid offense. Jason Brown, what I want Jason Brown to do is to be himself. Don't panic in the pocket. If nothing's there, throw it away. Be Jason Brown. That's all he has to do. He's a good quarterback. He's played in the SEC couple games. He may not have been the starter at South Carolina State. No one's going to start over Spencer Rattler. But he has talent. And as long as he's himself, Jackson State will be fine. This is what I want the Jackson State defense to do. Each time that those receivers catch the ball, I want you to knock the crap out of them. Let me say it again. I want you to knock the crap out of the receivers so they know this will be a long day. You got to make it difficult on offense. Even if they're moving the chains, you got to lay out big hits. You have nothing to lose. No one thinks you're going to win this game. But your team does, TC does, and that's all that matters. If someone runs a slant route in the middle, I don't care if it's a corner, safety, or a linebacker, knock the crap out of them. Let it be known that this will not be a cakewalk. I'm telling you, this game would be close if you intimidate through physicality and you play the right way. No penalties, no special teams blunders. Watch, when you play a clean game, you're close in the game. Trust me. Now to Texas State. I noticed something with Texas State. They don't really have a running game. Now, their running backs are fast. They're like scat backs. But they really haven't found the answers to the run game. That got exposed against UTSA when they played against them. I expect Ismail Mahdi, I think I said his name right, to get more involved with carries. I think G.J. Kinney, who was a great head coach, did great things in Incarnate Word, was a couple of plays away from winning that semifinal game and going to the national championship game. And in my opinion, if they would have went to the national championship game, I truly think that Incarnate Word could have won. That's just what I think. I know that South Dakota is a talented team, but man, that offense was rolling. But let me digress. Texas State's going to try to get their running game involved to work on weaknesses. Y'all know how it is when FBS teams play against FCS teams. They're going to try to work on the things that they're not good at so they can get ready on conference play. Another thing for Jackson State to be alert on the big runs, TJ Finley. One thing I noticed from him is when pressure's in his face, when he's hit very hard, his footwork's not the same. He tends to lose balance, and I saw that against UTSA. And I'm sure that G.J. Kinney is telling him to use the God-gifted frame that he has, 6'7", 250, a locomotive. His only problem, meaning T.J. Finley, sometimes he does not play to his strength and height. It's puzzling. When he's on, he's on. When he's off, he could be haywire. And I want all the Texas State fans to know, Jackson State is not a normal HBCU team. They have talented players that they recruited from high school as well from the portal and JUCOs as well. They're not a team that gives up. In FAMU, when FAMU had a 28-0 lead, they kept pushing along. So what you have to do if you're Texas State is you take this opponent seriously and you do what you're supposed to do as an FBS team. You have 85 scholarships, meaning more depth, and you run an air raid offense. Players on defense gonna get tired out. You know the rest. You have talented receivers. The receivers that Texas State have: Drew Donnelly, Cole Wilson, Ashton Hawkins, and many more. These dudes are some ballers, man. And you have them in space, they're tough to really defend. But you have the offensive firepower, you have the head coach in G.J. Kinney that knows how to call offense. If you don't overlook Jackson State, you'll be fine. In conclusion, Jackson State is going to be motivated because there's going to be NFL scouts there, and they, meaning the players, want to prove that they're ready for the next level. And they're going to play with a sense of urgency. That low level that you saw against FAMU, energy level, that is. You won't see that in this matchup. Now, am I saying that Jackson State is going to upset Texas State? Who knows? But hopefully it's a good game. And for Texas State, they're going to be motivated because they lost to UTSA after beating Baylor. A game that they should have won against UTSA, and I believe UTSA has a damn good team, by the way. So it should be an entertaining matchup. I'm going to go to the game. Let me know who's going to the game. Hopefully I go to some tailgates. This is RawTruth Media, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Please like and share the video throughout all social media platforms, and I'm out.